Good morning, writers. Today in Realistic Fiction and Writers Workshop, we are going to be developing our writing with dialogue. And what we really do is we focus on what are exciting things that our characters say to each other in their story. So today, my son woke up and he said, I can't wait to go on a bike ride. He really yelled it out this morning. We had planned to do that later today. And it was something really exciting for our family to plan. Now, I want you to think about what maybe is something that someone in your family has said this week or over the weekend that might have been dramatic or exciting. Usually, that's what we include in our writing, is something that's an exciting moment. Then that's how we get our characters to speak. So when we have our characters speak, this is what we do. We have different tags, is what we call them. And sometimes we use the word said, but oftentimes we'll use words such as yelled, cried, shouted, or whispered. Here's my story, and this is about Charlie and Jacob. And Charlie and Jacob are friends, and they are going skateboarding. So in this story, we really are looking at how do speech bubbles match our writing? How do they match the writing that's there on the page? So pay attention to that as we read. I also want you to pay attention to the different tags that we're reading, such beyond said, so such as yelled, cried, whispered. Here we go. One morning, Charlie was skateboarding with his friend Jacob. Look how fast I'm going, said Charlie. I can catch you, Jacob replied. You can see the quotation marks around the speech that they're actually saying. They were chasing each other and showing off. Look at me, Charlie yelled, drinking his water. He didn't see the big rock on the sidewalk. Watch out, screamed Jacob. Charlie tumbled over the rock. The water bottle kept flying. Charlie fell. His knee was gushing with blood. So not every page will have the dialogue there. Here are the next two pages. Jacob ran all the way back to Charlie's house. He looked for Charlie's dad. Well, I looked at this first page and I thought, how can we add more excitement and stretch out that moment? So we use dialogue to do that. So pay attention now how I added more on this page. Jacob ran all the way back to Charlie's house. He looked for Charlie's dad. Help, help, Jacob shouted. Charlie is bleeding. And you can see how my speech bubble matches the writing there. Jacob and Charlie's dad ran down the street with towels and band-aids. It's okay, Charlie, his dad whispered as he bent down to help him. Dad helped Charlie get his skateboard, then they walked home a few minutes later. I'll never do that again, Charlie said. So you think about what might be important for your character to say. Your character usually is talking about how they're feeling or something that's surprising them. So as a writer, what I want you to do is remember to add words in your writing to match the speech bubbles. Also, if one character says something, then another character can speak back to them and they may have a conversation. Also, you can add body movements when they're speaking. So as Charlie was skateboarding, he was drinking his water and he was talking to Jacob, right? Today, decide where you can include your dialogue. Remember, not every sentence is dialogue. Oftentimes, you might have your character say one thing on each page. And if they're having a conversation, there might be two things. But there should be plenty of writing to stretch out the important moment. Can't wait to see what you do as a writer. Keep it up. Can't wait to see that realistic fiction in action.